Yo, 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 like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can stay tapped in as well. It's Big IV, Big Four, by the people, and this is the For the Real Only channel. It's not a game, it's not a test, it's a real thing. And we in here once again on a Friday night, in and out, once again. I said that last weekend. How long we stayed on here? For a while. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, in and out, in and out. I'm just cooling and chilling, relaxing. Y'all know my routine. Double tap on the screen when you touch down. Get in here, let us know where you from, where you representing, your city, your state, your zip code, your county, your province, I don't care where you from. Get in here and let us know where you from. We coming to you live from New Jersey, United States, USA. Appreciate everybody for their support. Everybody's been checking out the Chef O channel. As you know, recently hit over 1,000 subs. We're trying to build a watch hours, and we over here too building more watch hours. So just come in and tap in. Let us know where you from. Don't be afraid to open your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Be sitting up in here not saying nothing, acting like you scared to talk. But Big IV, Big Four in the building. You know what I'm saying? So what up with it? You know? Hello, Grandma. Grandma Lynn in the building. Appreciate you stopping by. Yep. Appreciate you stopping by. Quick live here. Time to rake in the watch time real quick. No matter what it be, whether it be 15, 20, 25, 30, whatever we can get. You know, that's it. It's a hustle. Double tap on the screen. As you can see on the thumbnail here, got you rolling the extra cell phone. Okay. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Moni moan. Ain't no bushes, no bushes. Now let me stop. Moni moan in the building. What's going on? Hiya, pals. These are my two pals right here, Granny and Moni. How you guys doing? But anyway, I know you guys see that. I know everybody see the thumbnail. And I was surprised to see that the other day, the No Limit versus Cash Money versus. Everybody been talking about this. It's a hot topic, you know. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the IV runs wild? Anyway, yeah, so this has been a hot topic in the black community. You know what I'm saying? The world of hip hop and R&B and entertainment and everything else. These two New Orleans hip hop superpower record labels, both coming to reaching high levels of popularity in the 1990s. One of them still going strong right now. Got snacks laying back. Okay. Yeah, I had some snacks myself. I had these things called Panda. I don't know if y'all ever tried them. What was they called? Something Panda. And they got them in caramel and strawberry. What store that I was at? Whatever it was called, something Panda. Hello Panda, whatever. Ready, I got my cake ready. So anyway, yeah, so these two powerhouse labels, and as you know, the Versus, I'm excited to see the Versus return. As you know, anybody that I don't know what planet you was on, but during the pandemic, the Versus came into play, and it reached popularity. It was something for people to do because we couldn't go out. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't, move around how we wanted to because of the COVID-19 situation. So, what happened was these little competitions between artist groups or record labels or whatever, And I want to say, wasn't the first Versus, wasn't it Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy or something like that? That might have been the first one or the second one, but we got to see who can forget that was memorable all in itself. Every verses probably was memorable for one thing or another. So that one was memorable. Gucci and Jeezy was because they were rivals, and one had even told someone to bring him the other one's necklace, and in process of getting that one's necklace years ago was unalived, and Gucci Man went to trial and beat that on self-defense and everything like that. So to see them come together was something to see, and it was controversy there. Now, who else can forget the legendary Bone Thugs and the 3-6 uh uh verses, and everything that went on there. Then the most legendary verses was probably to see the Locks versus Dipset, and that was just a clinic that was put on. A clinic. They're gonna be studying that and talking about that for years to come. In the hip hop game, Polo even put out merchandise with the bear, the Polo teddy bear dressed in the clothes that Jadakiss wore that night. So it was big. Ralph Lauren put out clothes with the bear dressed as Jadakiss. So that was that. So here we are now. After a hiatus, it's probably been a few years since versus I think the last versus hour was that Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat or something. I haven't seen the verses in a while. Anyway, here we are now with No Limit versus Cash Money. Master P, Baby and Slim versus Master P versus Baby and Slim. Calliope Projects versus Magnolia Project. It really ain't that, but if you know the backstory and you've been following these people, they ain't really from there, but had some, I guess, some juice in the Magnolia. But anyway, these two record labels never got along or never collaborated. Master P was gonna sign Cash Money at one point and run Cash Money Records through No Limit as a label, but that never worked out or came to fruition because of street beef. And their two projects was like mortal enemies in the city of New Orleans, and they had friends and mutual acquaintances on both sides that they had lost because of senseless violence and things like that in the community, these places being literally minutes away from each other. And so it was like a bitter rivalry. And over the years, everything seemed like it cooled off, and it must have cooled off for them to now finally agree to compete against each other in this versus. It's sad that they didn't get to do any music together or a big, huge tour, but who knows? This may be them filling around to do a tour. But it's bittersweet and all, because a lot of people want to see this in hip hop, but it's bittersweet because, yeah, Cash Money's still going. No Limit probably completely fizzled out probably by around 04, 05. No Limit had pretty much completely fizzled out. But anybody that followed No Limit know that they began to really pick up steam in 1994. A pivotal year was the years of 96 and 97 for that record label, and they hit their peak in 1998. And between 99 and probably 2001, they began to experience a decline, and that continued for another 3 or 4 years. So like I said, by 2004, 2005, that label was pretty much, I'm not going to say it was completely defunct, but it wasn't making any noise. Cash Money is still going strong now, and things like that. But and this is part of the reason why I'm going to say this. I'm going to make a early prediction. A lot of people are making predictions already, but a lot of people just writing No Limit off. They just completely writing off No Limit. I don't think it's that simple as people think it is. And I'm going into this as if I was Master P. What would I do? So let me say this first and foremost. Yeah, they have hang in there longer than Master P, so they automatically got way more songs and way more hits from way more artists than um No Limit and Master P. So they get a plus. They got a plus right there. But let's not forget what and overlook Master P and No Limit, because for some reason people did this same thing with Dipset and the Locks, and people just completely wrote off the Locks because Dipset had a huge movement and everything else, and everybody just and they had the more commercial appeal. Well, people thought that they had the more commercial appeal, so they just wrote off the Locks. And then when you saw that versus play out, and it's still there, anybody want to see it? It's still on YouTube. And when you saw that versus play out, Dipset and the Locks, it was crazy, and you were reminded that the Locks had been a part of a lot more stuff than you thought they did, and had a lot more hits. I knew by what people were saying. I said, man, they must be crazy. They must have forgot. Like, I know, I knew what was going to happen. I knew they weren't better rappers, you know. So I'm like, okay, so as you saw that play out, you saw what happened. So let's not write off No Limit just so quick. Yeah, on paper, it seems like Cash Money still got more hits. But first and foremost, let me give you this right here. This is my strategy if I'm Master P. The ace in the hole with No Limit lies in, to me, two things. It lies in their earlier part of their catalog, which, when I say the earlier part of their catalog, I would say anywhere from 96 to probably 98 or so, or 99. Those 2, 3 years, they need to focus right there. The only way they go beyond that is for Snoop Dogg, which is the other part of it. What did you talking about? Oh, you talking about some Mario and a Mario. So, so you talking about these two. Okay. So those are the two elements. First of all, No Limit, Master P needs to focus on the earlier parts of No Limit. Like I said, 96 to 99. That Bay Area, some of that Bay Area music, when Master P was focusing the Bay Area, is strong too. But I don't think that that's where he needs to go, because that was independent. And I don't think a lot of people are going to really resonate with the independent Bay Area No Limit, which is probably a lot of my favorite No Limit music came from when he was in the Bay. So you want to bring this to 96 and 98. You got a groundbreaking, you can say what you want about Master P, but the Ice Cream Man is a classic album, nearly flawless. You can nearly play it all the way through. So you got that. He got that going for himself. He got what he had on there. He always had a song for people who had passed away, and those was always good. Miss My Homies, things like that. He got the Ice Cream Man title track. He got I'm About It, which is how Master P really blew up. That's gonna go off anytime you play it. That's guaranteed. If he does a sentimental piece in the show, he can automatically get over, in my opinion, with a dedication to Biggie, Tupac, because he went on tour with Tupac and everything like that. Soldier Slim, he can really harp on strings by showing all the people who passed away. He'll automatically win that. That's a free round if I think he does that. So if he does that, and then he got the I'm About It, which is an automatic win. I don't care what nothing. I don't think nothing in the Cash Money catalog is as strong on the street wise. Nothing in Cash Money catalog street wise is gonna top I'm About It. So he got that going for him. And like I said, he got the Ice Cream Man song. That's a D-boy anthem. So he got that going for himself. So let's not exclude that. Now, what else was big that year? Then you got TRU. Now, C Murder has been in prison now for what, 23 years? 22, 23 years. but they can sing his parts for him. You got things like Somebody's Watching Me, Feds Watch It, If the Feds Only Knew, things like that. You got little classic songs that were on that album too that they can sort of slip by with. Let's not forget that. Now, if you want to get into their hits, like other hits, say what you want about Silk the Shocker, but he got hits. He got hits and he was popular with the females. He got songs with Maya that was hits. He could perform. He got It Ain't My Fault. He could perform that. Let's not get it twisted. So put it back over. Mystical in jail, so he can't perform. This is the thing that's working against No Limit. A lot of those artists are no longer living or in jail. You know, Master P. Let's carry it on. Make him say his biggest. I think that's his biggest hit. He gonna always be able to pull that one out. That one gonna win automatically. He got that. He got I Really Miss. He got, like I said before, Miss My Homies. He got a few tracks on that Ghetto D that he can run with. Never sleep on the power of guest appearances. If I was Master P and this us going back to the ice cream man, I would get on the phone and I'd call Bun B. Pimp C ain't here no more. But I say, hey, come perform, break them off something. Remember, Break 'em Off, that's a classic in the No Limit catalog. But let's fast forward other people he had too featuring on his tracks. You know what I'm saying? How You Do That There. Another killer Master P got in his arsenal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling people, rethink this. Cash Money got a long string of hits, but it ain't as easy as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? What else Master P was a part? Fast Living Got Me Trapped in the Street Gang. Before I Die, I Hope I Have a Chance to Make a Change. He got some things he can work with. You know what I'm saying? It ain't as easy as people think it is. It just got to be. He can't be jumping. Y'all know how he perform. He can't be jumping around all goofy on stage looking silly. He need to chill. Somebody need to tell him chill out, and he need to be strategic in how he lined up these tracks. You know what I'm saying? As well. Because he going against a team, like I said, and everybody been saying this so far. I hate to repeat it, but it's the truth. Juvenile is his real competition here. It's not Big Timers. It's not BG. It's that 400 Degrees album. But once they drop that, which I feel like they're going to probably come out swinging, once they drop that, back that thing up, that and all that, it's pretty much a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It ain't but a couple songs that they can drop, like real big certified hits. You know what I'm saying? But okay, do that. Now, this is what I think Master P need to do. This is why I brought up Snoop. He gonna be out here like Genuine. See, murder making music in jail. Yeah, but I'm saying ain't no known. Listen, what's that song Master P had with Mia X? Thinking About You. She gonna be there too. So whatever he can scrape up together with her, I'm sure Fiend and Matt gonna be there. But I don't expect them to make no super huge impact. But they just gonna be there for nostalgia. And nostalgia goes a long way. Now, this is what I'm saying. It is ultra important that Master P, hey Miss Janice, that Master P gets Snoop Dogg in the mix. Snoop Dogg needs to be in the mix. Just like when you saw with the Dipset and Locks versus they was performing the Locks was performing stuff from when they was with Bad Boy and when they was with Koch and when they was with Rough Riders and everything else. So why can't Snoop, who's a No Limit soldier, perform stuff from his so they could use him as an ace in the hole? He could perform stuff from his No Limit catalog. From his Death Row catalog. This is where Cash Money takes a major L. I mess with Cash Money, but you cannot top Nothing But a G Thing. You cannot top J Day, Dre Day. What's My Name by Snoop Dogg. You can't top Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it. What he dropped on No Limit? Lay low. You better lay low. And his No Limit hits. Snoop Dogg is the ace in the hole and the king piece in the chess piece to him winning. Because being that them artists, a lot of them artists ain't here no more, and they in jail, and Cash Money has been around so much longer to where they can perform more stuff. His ace in the hole is to not just rely. He can't just rely on himself. He got a lot working for himself, but he needs to do those particular things, and that's what I think his strategy need to be. I wish I can talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Let him know. So it's not going to be as simple as people think it is. It don't have to be. Master P remix I'm About It with Jim Jones and Cameron with the Diplomats. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think that's 3-6 kind of might have slightly edged Bone Thugs because they had more star power. You know what I'm saying? Everything like that. So but we'll see, man. We'll see. But it's not as easy. Everybody told me it's gonna be a landslide. Oh, Cash Money gonna beat them. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Versus is automatically a lot has to do with nostalgia. That newer Lil Wayne, Young Money, and all that. That's these young kids. The real people who gonna be tapped in and tuned in the verses, and that's gonna pay for the tickets ain't gonna be these young people. We don't care about Young Money and Nicki. We don't care about all that. We care about that Cash Money. And that's what we paying attention to. So yeah, Miss Janice, how you doing? So now that we got that out the way, I'm excited about that to see that that's gonna be coming to just finally see all of them get on the stage together and perform. That's gonna be dope. Don't speak for all of us. Yeah, well, you gonna be alone. I'm speaking for the vast majority. The versus audience is an older audience that plays on nostalgia. That's why you hear that. That's why they don't come up there performing no new music. Mostly what you hear them performing is stuff that's OG. You know what I'm saying? Because that doesn't be the big hits. You're gonna be alone waiting to hear uh uh wee 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 or something like that. That's the Lil Wayne you're gonna be looking for. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna be looking for the block is hot. When they was doing that every song. My ex BSF is for BSF. I don't know what that is. Double tap on the screen, hit the like button. Big IV, big 4 by the people for the people. This is why this thing be lying like and telling you that it be like it's telling me it's one person and I'm talking to Moni and Janice and I know Granny on here. And okay, now Napoleon is showing me too, but that I know it's more people in here. So anyway, yeah, don't count him out, man. It's all in execution. Somehow it's all in execution. Like when I look at how Jeezy executed in the verses, Gucci could have actually beat him. It was so many songs that Gucci didn't put out that he could have played that he couldn't play that he could have played. He just didn't play them. And I was like, bro, when I look at what Jeezy played, like, bro, you skipped a lot of songs you didn't perform. You trying to perform disrespect him and play your diss records towards him and all that. Like you wasn't supposed to perform that. You had hits and song Lemonade and stuff you could have performed. On deck, rims dancing. There's like a lot of stuff you could have said. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna count No Limit out, but like I said, it's gonna be fun to see versus return and the return in this fashion. I don't feel like nothing It ain't too much unless they do like a Jay-Z and Nas versus. It ain't nothing. This is about the biggest they can get right here. You know what I'm saying? The only way they could probably top that, like I said, is probably a Jay-Z and Nas versus. But this is probably the biggest they can get. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So whoever in here, man, tap in. Don't be afraid to speak. I see everybody. Now the numbers is going up, so I'm guessing it's okay. We got uh, okay. So yeah, double tap on the screen. Let us know who you are and represent where you from. Spoketh. Uh, yeah. Other than that, I'm just cooling, man. Came in here real quick, tap in with the people, see what's going on, and everything else. Yeah, y'all go subscribe to Moni and check out Grandma Lynn as well. Grandma Lynn, you was cooking earlier. I said I'm gonna have to do me a remix based off of that. You was cooking earlier. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and that Land Diesel. I can't stop watching that Land Diesel. That was hilarious. With him mocking them people when he called the customer service. I keep going back checking that one out. So appreciate everybody that's tapped in right now. Appreciate all the haters too that's on here like just doing the most and wasting their time and paying attention and watching me. You know what I'm saying? And everything else. Salute to all the haters. Without you, this could not be possible. You know what I'm saying? All this would not be possible without the haters. All this could not be possible without you. But yeah, Granny was cooking. Granny was saying how people be on this internet and people be so. There she go, right there. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's the link. People be the. I don't like egg foo young. People be people be on here being so um jealous on this internet. Like sometimes you got to focus on your own channel. It just like I was just going through that. You know what I'm saying? When Granny brought it up, you got to focus on your own channel and do your own thing. Um, what's for somebody else ain't for you. Everybody on here, every creator got their own audience. You know what I'm saying? Um, and every audience is different. So your audience, what happens is your audience, they not looking, they may have a slight idea of what they want to see in general on this YouTube platform. But other than that, what they want to see is once they come to your channel and they experience your channel, your personality, things you might do, things you might show, this and that, then the rest of the picture becomes more clear. So they got their basic, what they want to see anywhere, and then what they want to see from you. So you can't be watching somebody else's channel and trying to gauge your success or worry about what somebody else doing in their channel. You just need to feed your audience. So your audience may like to see you making a fool out of yourself. One thing about me, I ain't making a fool out of myself for nothing or nobody. It's up to you to decide if the means justify the ends. But for me, it's nothing they can provide for me on here that's going to make me play myself or make a fool out of myself on this platform. Uh, but also, what I'm saying is that your audience may want to see that from you. If you want to give it to them, then you give it to them. But they may want to see that for you. You got people on here frustrated because My audience like my dialogue. They like the way I talk and everything like that. They like the way I speak. They like what I'm saying. My conversation is potent. They can feel it, and it cut through. They can feel it that it's coming from the heart and that it's honest. This is the For the Real Only channel. This is in line with my brand. That's why I speak the way I speak and I talk the way I talk, and I don't hold nothing back. That's what my audience likes about this channel. That's why they show up. They know what I look like. I don't have to cam up all the time. They've seen me already. What they enjoy the most about this channel is what I branded it after. That's why they'll still sit here and watch. That's why I can go live and still get off live and have the same, even though it ain't much, 20 something, 30 something likes. There's a lot of other people that's hating. You know, so I can get off and have the same light and all that because they don't mind receiving what they receive from me. Now, I'm not saying I'm never gonna cam up again, but when I cam up, I decided to cam up. But they let me know, hey, you all right with us? This is what we want. You keep giving us this, and keep giving us them cartoons on the side too. I'm listening to my audience, and I'm giving my audience what they want, not what you want. Your audience may not accept this from you, so your audience don't want you. They not interested in your talk and your conversation. Your talk game may not be potent. You may not be speaking the truth. They don't want that from you. We want you clowning on here. We want you taking pies and slapping yourself in the face with a pie that got cream on it. That's what we want from you. We don't want to hear you talking. You focus on what your audience want from you, and that's what's going to make you successful. You be successful within that. We got two different audiences. Your audience is not my audience. So just because you see me doing something don't mean you can do it. It just ain't going to work for you. Nor should you be concerned that much about what I'm doing. You should be concerned with what's going to work for you. And like the saying goes, you will never get what you can't stand to see the next person have. So if you sitting around and you hating and you jealous because you see something else going good for somebody else or something working for somebody else and it's not working for you, all you doing is sentencing yourself to an eternity of you not having what you want because you're so busy being jealous of the next person. Why would God bless you and you ain't happy with what he giving you? So you ain't had, oh, I'm not happy because I have to go on here every day and I have to do cartwheels, but this person goes on there and all they do is just talk and everyone's over there. I don't like that. That's hater. Now you ain't gonna get what you want because of that. You worry about and you focus on about what's right for you and what's gonna work for you. You worry about what's going to happen, what's going to do it for you, and what's going to work for you. Your audience, listen to your audience. You're not here to do what you want to do. Your audience is telling you what they want you to do. So when your audience say, do this, when your audience say, do them cartwheels, if your audience say, we want to watch you play PlayStation, play it. When your audience, that's what your audience want from you. Don't worry about what IV audience is enjoying from IV. You feel what I'm saying? And when a lot of people figure that out, they'll finally understand. You know what I'm saying? They'll finally have some understanding. There's people right now in Ratchet City, which is for those of y'all that don't know, Fillmore, Africa, that's Ratchet City. You know what I'm saying? For those people right now in Ratchet City that just can't understand why they have to buy fake subs and why they have to do all this and that and why they've been doing it for so long and I've been doing it for a fraction of the time and I'm still pretty much the same place they at. Like they have to pay for fake subs in order to surpass me on here. You know what I'm saying? If you just worry about yourself and like I'm literally trying different things. You haven't seen me trying different things. This is another thing Granny says. Some people don't try nothing different. Some people just sit and just be worried about what the next person do and hate on what the next person do. Try something different. Stop giving them the same thing. Switch to Southpaw. What Fat Joe said, remember Fat Joe in a little way, switch to Southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Stop giving them the same thing. If you coming on here every day, digging in your nose with your right index finger, come in and digging your nose with the left one the next day. Do something different. Switch it up. Talk about something different. Give them something different. Alter your game. Transform your do something different. The answer is never to worry about what the next person doing or hate on the next person. The name of the game is to do what you need to do. To work toward what you need to work toward. You know what I'm saying? And then it ain't no hate because then you'll look up and next thing you know, oh, you ain't even been paying attention to me. Yeah, I'm still over here doing my thing, grinding, growing, whether it be slow or fast. But look, now you growing and grinding, whether it be slow or fast. Because you was so busy focused on you that and not worried about what the next one was doing, that you was doing what you was supposed to be doing your one, two, and now you growing, you know? Yeah, padded room sector, right. Ratchet City. You know what I'm saying? Padded room. That's what we call it. Ratchet City. I didn't make it ratchet. It was ratchet. I was just defending me, but I call it Ratchet City because it's ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Ratchet City. You know. So yeah. So if you don't want, you ain't gonna have no success because you're too busy wanting someone else to not have it or trying to stop someone else from having success. That's what's gonna hinder you ultimately. You know what I'm saying? And then if listen, man, let me tell you something. You got to crawl before you walk. Certain things have to be put in order or put in perspective before anything happens to you in this life. God ain't gonna give you nothing you don't deserve and you ain't ready for. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily. I'm not even necessarily like right now. If I feel like I'm not deserving of nothing, and something happened, it might be a trick. I'm looking out. This may be some karma in disguise. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But let me tell you something. You got to do. You got to crawl before you walk. Like I remember somebody years ago complaining to me about money and saying they wanted to be a stripper. And I told him, your problem is not your problem is that you bad with money. So I don't care if you got $1 in your pocket or $1 million. If you bad with money, you're gonna be broke regardless. You just got more money before you go broke, but your destination is the same as it's gonna be whether you got 1,000 or you got 1 million. So you got problems you need to get in. You need to get in check first. So if you think of any problem you got and think, okay, can that problem result in a money problem? Can a money problem can money aid and abet that problem? Can the money make that problem worse? If the answer is yes to either one of those questions, then you need to get that problem and that issue in check first. And once you get that problem and that issue in check first, then you need to focus on getting the money. Because if you still got that problem and that issue, that money ain't gonna do you no good. It works not. It's not gonna do nothing for you. Because once you get it, and it ain't the root of all. It ain't the root of all evil. It's these damn people out here. That's what it is. Once you get a piece of paper, ain't the root of all evil. That ain't nothing but some paper with some cotton in it. That's you. You need to get you in check. You need to work on you. You need to work on your money spending. You need to work on your habits if you got any. You know, you need to work on, and I hate to say it, your overly kind heart, because sometimes we do give too much to the point where we'll put ourselves out a house and home. You know, you need to work on those things before you focus on this, because if you don't, then focusing on this ain't gonna do you no good, because whatever you get gonna be gone right away if you don't know how to treat it. Ratchet City is hilarious, right? Ratchet and Raggedy, right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. That's exactly what people doing. So that's what you got to do. You got to, man. Hey, listen. You got to focus on you. Put everything in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Put everything in perspective. And then, like I said, like I spoke on here before, man, we need other, like I'm currently working on other plans. I'm thinking about other plans and other things. YouTube is not the end all be all. It seems like a lot of people is just really like just primarily solely focused on YouTube and a YouTube check. This ain't guaranteed. This is not guaranteed. It's not easy. And you don't know uh how long it's going to take you to get there. This is a slow grind for the average person. We can't focus on the special cases. This is a slow grind for the average person. Love of money that's considered right, not the money itself. If you're a waster, you will waste a penny, or am I right? Yeah, or description. Yeah, wow. Oh, mm, yeah. Um. Right, right, right. So, you know, that's what you got to do. So you have to take the time out and on the internet and get things and to get things in check. YouTube is not the end all be all, you know. Um think of something else, focus on something else, you know. Maybe you're spending what you spending on is not gonna afford you, like, some people on here they buying multiple pairs. Some people may be buying multiple pairs of Michael Jordan sneakers, which definitely the older you get looks crazier and crazier the older you get. And when, especially when you can be investing that money, when you could be using that money to promote your YouTube or business, when you could be stacking that money, when you could be, it's so much more you could be doing out here. I don't know when did, and I guess a lot of people just lazy. I don't know when did YouTube just become the end all be all. No, I'm gonna be economical and I'm gonna spend my money wiser as well. I'm gonna put it up or put it toward things that can make me some. I'm gonna try to live off it. I'm gonna try to do the right thing with it. It's not just, oh, YouTube. Nah, it ain't. It don't go like that. Like, um, yeah. Get your mind right. Yeah, many side hustles. There's so much things you can do to make a dollar. People not even trying. They just going straight to YouTube. They think that this is easy. Everybody who I tell I got a YouTube channel, like people just in my life or whatever, they be like, "Oh yeah, I was about to start me a YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm thinking about starting me a YouTube channel. About what?" They don't even know what you going to talk about on there. What you going to do? And some of the stuff, to be honest with you, when you ask people that, 99% of the time, you're going to get no answer. You're going to tell that they don't really have a plan. It's just like, oh, I heard I can make money. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And I don't think, I've heard some people say, just do it, just do it. I don't think this is one of those things you could just do. I think it needs to be some sort of basic plan in place. And I think the more planning you've done ahead of starting the channel, you'll get off to a better foot. That's what I think I did, because before I even, what was keeping me from not doing my YouTube channel was because I'm an introvert. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I didn't really want to be all public and in the public anyway. But at the same time, I was still thinking, if you're gonna do it, then how you gonna do it? What you gonna do? What you gonna talk about? What you gonna do? So I had a basic outline and a basic shell of what I want to do and what I want to talk about. So a lot of times people think I'm just gonna jump on here and it's just gonna work. And then people get frustrated. You cannot get frustrated. This is not a one fit all tailor made approach. And that's what begets the hate. That's what get people to hating, because they get on here and they think that everything's just gonna go, that everything's gonna be sweet and peachy, and everything's just gonna go the way they want it to go. And it's gonna be this fast growth, and they're gonna make this astronomical money and be able to quit their job. That's in a perfect world. That ain't. I've been doing this now for 3 years, almost. It'll be 3 years in the beginning of next year. It hasn't gone like that for me. It's been a slow grind. And I know I don't make shitty content. You know what I'm saying? I know my content is not garbage like that. You know what I'm saying? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. But it don't matter. I see people with content even better than mine's, and it's a slow grind. I see people with camera quality 10 times better than mine. It's a slow grind. In a perfect world, with me doing my Chef Folk Cooking channel, shout out to y'all that has been supporting. But in a perfect world, I have a little island in the kitchen or somewhere I can go and have a nice lighting setup. I would love to buy, but I'm dealing with a small kitchen space. I would love to buy a lighting setup and have something nice, and I can be walking around on camera with a chef hat and a robe on. But I'm working with what I got. I'm working with the tools that I got. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing what I got to do. You feel me? Oh, I'm way back. When you gonna make dessert? It don't matter if it's healthy or not. I think I got one coming up. I got a couple ideas. I've been thinking about a cobbler. Thanksgiving coming up anyway. I've been thinking about a cobbler or this cake. You know, as long as I ain't got to work with no dough, I don't want to do nothing with no dough. I don't want to knead dough and all that flour. I ain't got time for all that. you know. Surviving Film Africa. What up? Oh yeah. I can't give I can't get I can't get my mother to give up the recipe. She from the old school. She is not trying to give up that recipe. Just like a friend of mine that live in Florida, she make the best mac and cheese recipe mac and cheese I ever had. I would say it's a tie with one person, and she will not give me. I think this was what, 2010 or 11 when I tried it, and it's been 15 years and she still won't give me that recipe. Her either. I'm like, you know what? This you really suck. Yeah, but I'm gonna try to get it though. I'm gonna try to get it. I'm still trying. I ain't gonna give up hope. I make dough, but don't call me doughboy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's why I'll be like, man, come on, man. We got to keep the tradition going, because it's like and it always be elders too. That same woman who make the macaroni and cheese, she knew an older woman that, and a lot of people, you may think you had red velvet cake, but you didn't have. Most of the time when you have it, you had it from a box. There's a way. There's a way. If red velvet is my favorite cake, if it's made this way. If it's not, then not in. I've only had it a handful of times in my life, and it's always been from an old person when I was down south. Um, Red velvet cake, real red velvet cake, it looks different, and it has a whole different taste than the kind that we usually get from the grocery store or from the soul food restaurant we go to. It has a whole different look. And the woman with the macaroni and cheese, she knew a woman, and she came and she said, "Look at this," and she opened it up. Them little cake, styrofoam cake single trays, the little square. and it was a piece. And I was like, and I seen the way it looked, and I said, "Yo, the last time I had that was when I was a kid, and I went to Georgia to visit my dad, and we went to this woman that sold dinner. Her name was Cousin Bobby. That's what they called her, and she sold dinners, and she had. We both got a piece of that cake, and I said that's how it looked." And it even smelled like it, and it was red velvet. It don't look dark red like the other. It looked different. So she got a fork and she gave me a little piece of it. Tasted the same, and she was like, "Oh, the woman that make this, she damn near 70." And I was like, "Yo, see if you can get the recipe to that cake." That lady would not give up that recipe. Them OG, they do not come up off them recipes. Yeah, I'm like, give up the recipes, like, you know what I'm saying, so it can we can pass this stuff on, because this food getting treacherous out here. These young folks, they making macaroni and cheese, and they putting 5 and 6 and 7 cheeses. You don't need that many cheeses. I be seeing people making macaroni online, and they be 5 and 6 cheeses. And why you got so much cheese? You know, you got 100 different cheeses in it. I know you be constipated. Yeah, don't want. I've been trying to find that red. I've been on the internet trying to find red velvet cake recipes to see if it's anything different, and I cannot find it. But I'm telling you, it's a difference. It is a difference. And that same woman, she knew what I was talking about when I was saying it. She was like, "Yeah, you can't hardly find it like this no more." That's what she was telling me when she gave it to me, and I was like, "Yep, I had it when I was a kid." Yeah. Oh no, this is that midnight smoke Gouda especial couscous cheese. I'm like, man, what? I didn't even know that existed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people don't even put, like, yo, you have to put some salt. You're gonna have to use a little bit of salt and probably a little bit of pepper, probably white pepper most likely, in that macaroni and cheese. You can't just put cheese. You have to put something else in it. You know. And some people just think, now you got the basic people. Now, something I ain't gonna give full credit to the old school people neither, because when it come to macaroni and cheese, the old school people, they might have just put one type of cheese. Because a lot of old school people, they had like one type of cheese, and a lot of times they just had it on the top, and then the rest of the noodles be plain. So I seen that a lot. Now the new school people using 5 and 6 and 7 cheeses. I believe in getting right in the middle. A good, I feel like a solid 3 different cheeses should at least, definitely no more than 4, but 3 cheeses, because most of the time when I make it, it be 3 cheeses. You know what I'm saying? But nah, red velvet cookies. I don't even think I've ever had one. Red velvet. If I didn't had it like how I was talking about, it's kind of been a disappointment. So I kind of avoid it unless I can have it like that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a real. I want a real old school cookbook or something. I gotta find that cake. I've been looking on YouTube. Nobody cake looked like that, like, and everything. Nobody red velvet cake. But I don't want no macaroni and cheese with just one type of cheese and it's only on the top layer. Because a lot of them old school macaroni and cheese recipes, it be like that. It have oil in it. They put cooking oil in it, that's the real old school right there. Like, what you put in there? Sharp, cheat cheddar, or sharp, extra sharp, and then you got the Velveeta people. You found a red velvet cake recipe online. Baked macaroni, yeah, baked. That's the only kind that exists to me. I mean, you got the stove top. I ain't gonna lie. Like I grew up eating that with the cheese sauce, macaroni and cheese. You know what I'm saying? That's it's a good substitute if you just trying to hurry up and that Stouffer's too used to be fire. That Stouffer's used to make some good man for some frozen macaroni and cheese. That wasn't bad back in the day, but I don't do no cheese powder. Yeah, I ain't really crazy about no cheese powder. That ain't even cheese to me. That's just food coloring. They just you know what I'm saying? They just making it yellow. Breadcrumbs over the top. I don't know. Might be granulated sugar, baking soda, teaspoon of salt. I'm being big boned again. Wait, red velvet ingredients: 2.5 cups all-purpose flour. Yeah, Velveeta is good. Velveeta, I use Velveeta still. Velveeta is good, especially if you want the macaroni and cheese to be creamy and smooth. Velveeta is good. If you want creamy and smooth, you can't beat that. That's how I like to make mine. I like to make mine like a sauce. That way, when you mix it with the noodles, the cheese get on the inside of the noodle because it's a sauce. That's the key right there. So it's cheese all around and inside the noodle. And then, but inside that cheese sauce, you got Velveeta. It's always, to me, the best to use evaporated milk. To me, evaporated milk is the best when it comes to macaroni and cheese. And 1 teaspoon Gouda cheese. Yeah, this girl gonna give me some macaroni and cheese. Talking about, oh yeah, it got Gouda cheese, and she thought she was telling that. It didn't. I didn't know what the difference was. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It was their mother's recipe. Oh, okay. I may have to check that out. Because other than that, I said I'm about to, before these people pass on, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be like, look, I need a old grandma from Alabama somewhere that know how to make this cake. She specialized in desserts. The best macaroni and cheese I made was with a cheese called Provel. Let me tell you something right here, and this the best little combination is. Let me tell you like this. I would do evaporated milk and Velveeta just to make the sauce, and then put a little bit of like y'all seen me make on Chef O, Monterey sharp and extra sharp. To me, that's just basic. I think they all should at least be made like that. That's just basic. That Monterey is a good cheese for macaroni. Monterey. Provel. No, I'm saying. I mean, hey, Moni, we all gonna leave here. We all. Let's be honest. That's why this is a pressing issue. We need to get these recipes for these people pass on in the 80s, 90s. You know what I'm saying? We need to these seems to be the people that know how to make it. You know what I'm saying? Mono what? I said Moni. I think it's a mix of provolone, white cheddar, and Swiss. I never even tried that combination. Oh, you talking about the cheese Provel? Do they still make it? Yo, they got this cheese up here, and I'm noticing not people not using it everywhere. I'm seeing it a lot in the Northeast, but they putting it on cheese steaks and breakfast sandwiches. But it's this cheese, it's mozzarella mixed with something, but everybody getting it now. It has grown in popularity. The place y'all see me going to get cheesesteaks, meatheads, they was one of the first people I know that was using it. Like, it ain't too now. Everybody, a lot of cheesesteak places up here is using it, and delis up here is using Cooper Sharp. Cooper Sharp is a good ass cheese, and I said to myself, I wonder how Cooper Sharp would go inside of a macaroni and cheese. Like mix Cooper Sharp when I'm about to order something just to try macaroni and cheese with it, and I'm gonna mix it with some Velveeta, some Cooper Sharp, and probably a sharp cheddar or something like that, and see what it do. Exactly, pass it down to yeah. That's what we need. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These, people knowing they gonna leave. Like, yeah, pass the recipe. Man, my mother makes some good ass dressing too. She makes some good ass dressing. My damn homeboy in Trenton, he'd be like 2, 3 years in a row. My mom made an extra pan of dressing. And he's asking me, hey man, hey, your mom making some dressing? I'm like, yeah, she making some. You know what I'm saying? And he wants some all of a sudden. Yeah, yeah, Monterey is fire in macaroni and cheese. And I only started using it because the lady I'm talking about with the macaroni and cheese, that was one of the cheeses she used. I don't know what else she used, but I know one of them was, I think she used like 4 cheeses, and I know one of them was Monterey. You also you were saying mono, Moni. Yeah, it's called Monterey. It's Monterey. Monterey. It's like a white. It's white. The cheese. Top notch old school macaroni and cheese video. Older concept. I might have oh yeah, yeah, that's a good mac and cheese recipe though. Yeah, that one right there. Appreciate that, Granny. That's yeah, that's with the cheese, the cheddar cheese Campbell soup and all that. That's a good one. Government cheese back in the day was versatile. You right. That government cheese had a certain taste to it. That government cheese had a nice taste to it that I feel like would be fire in some macaroni and cheese. It's a cheese popular here in the Midwest, a pizza place. And STL uses it. You can only buy it in store. What you talking about, Dre? You talking about Cooper Sharp? Yeah, Cooper Sharp is fire. Let me catch up because I see Morty doing a lot of laughing. What you laughing at? I misses the pizza place. I had government cheese before in the I don't know what you're talking about. I remember it came in a long cardboard box, and I think it had blue writing on it. I had government cheese before. I remember the taste of it. She just made some Brunswick stew. I don't like Brunswick stew. I ain't never got into it. I know it's popular in Georgia. Um, I'll ask her. She probably gonna say no, but I'm about to just play it off, and I hate to have to be deceptive, but I'm gonna be like, look, I just want it for me, just in case I can always have it. They stopped giving it out, but I said, no, they didn't. No, they did. I swear, yeah, you say that. Look, I didn't had the. I didn't had the. I remember the government. They had the chicken, the pork, come in them silver cans. Just say pork or just say chicken. They didn't have. I mean, I didn't had. I'm telling you, I had some government cheese before. I know what it tastes like. No, no, no. They must have had some leftover stock or something. But I remember having. You know, I can remember stuff from when I was one or two. I don't know what kind of. Let me fact check this, 'cause I know I had some cheese in a long rectangle cardboard box, and if I remember correctly, I think if it was in a long rectangle, I think that was government cheese. It had a cardboard top to it. And I can't laugh. You got a problem? All right, Moni. I made hella grilled cheese. Brunswick stew. I don't know what's in it, but I think it's like corn. Um, I don't know if it's like a shredded chicken or pork, tomato. It's like a little stew. It's popular in Georgia, in the South, period, but especially Georgia, which is where my family from. I ate it. I ate it once when I was a kid, but it had to me a little sweetness to it. I didn't. I wasn't with it. Okay, they stopped making government cheese in the 1990s. You lied to me. Thank you, Google. I knew I had it before. If I ask her straight up, she gonna say no. She don't want it. She ain't giving up her recipe. I just asked the sweet potato thing. We just had this conversation. We just had this conversation like 3 days ago. I asked for the sweet potato. Canned meat in the can. Yeah, yep. I had pork in the can. I had chicken in the can before. All that. Yeah, I had it in Jersey. I don't know. I had it at somebody's house. It might have been Billy, and it was in the 90s, though. I remember having it. Cardboard box that came in stamped by the government. Yeah, it was a rectangle cardboard box. I remember that. Spam? Hell no. Ugh. I ate spam a couple times growing up, and then somebody fried some one time with some onions. They put like some little bit of oil and they pan fried it in some onions, and it was real damn good. And I ate it, and then I threw up for some reason. Like once something make me throw up, I never touch it again. Y'all remember them little Encore Salisbury steaks in the yellow and brown box? I ate some of them when I probably was like 8 years old. The last time I had them, and it made me throw up, and I never touched them again. Once something make me throw up, it's a wrap. I ain't ate no spam since the spam was not long before or after that. If it make me throw up, I'm through. I'm through dealing. No, you can't. Trust me. As many times as I've asked, I've been asking for that these recipes before I had Chef Full. Chef O only a year old. Sardines. Spam. Everything made me throw up. Them Vienna sausages. When I was a kid, ate them one time, threw up. Never again. The potted meat. That's the only thing that made me throw up, but I still never ate that. I just had that potted meat was good though. But I just had the heebie-jeebies. Like, what is this? Like, what is this? I don't. I still don't. Somebody told me it's grounded up hot dogs or grounded up ham. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I make mine with potatoes and a hot sauce ketchup. What you talking about? Spam? You eat spam? Oh, we got a couple spam. Granny eat it. Yeah, I had a few things. Grapes almost made me throw up. See, what it is with me is aftertaste. If something leave a nasty aftertaste, in my mouth pause. I don't really mess with it no more. Like if I eat grapes, I gotta have a piece of gum right after it because I don't like the taste that grapes leave in my mouth. You know how you getting ready to throw up and your mouth start watering a lot. If I eat grapes, afterwards the taste in my mouth is like a chalkiness, and my mouth will start watering like I'm about to throw up. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. And apples do the same thing to me. That's why I don't eat apple. I like pears. It's something about it that just I don't know. Spice ham now, now. I'll be looking for spice ham. It's hard to find spice ham. The delis be like the bodegas be having it. Like you could, because they used to make them poor man subs. But the bodegas be having the spice ham. But you go to the grocery store, it be hard to find spice ham. A little squared spice ham. But yeah, I ain't ate no potted meat since I was a kid too. But that potted meat used to be fire on some crackers. Some club crackers or some Ritz cracker, well, any cracker. I'm thinking of struggle meals. Potted meat, the last part of the pig to jump over the fence. Treat meat. What is treat meat? I don't know what that is. I don't think I want none of that. I ate too many salmon croquettes as a kid. Took me into adulthood to get over it. That's what I ate today, Digital Dre. That's what I just ate tonight. So salmon croquettes, hot sausages, and pig feet. Never had a pig feet, a pig foot. Oh, a poor man sub, Moni. Back in the '90s when I was a kid, a poor man sub was $1 sub. I don't know about the rest of New Jersey. I don't know about other states. I know not other states because my best friend from Pittsburgh, and he be asking me, "Hey, they still be making them poor man subs?" A poor man sub was a $1 sub in the '90s when I was a kid. The cheapest meat was spice ham, so they used to put spice ham on it. So you would basically get like a piece. You would get on a half a sub. You would get because the spice ham was like square. So they would slice two slices. So in a half a sub, you would get one slice of meat and then whatever else you wanted to sub. So you really just had to fill it up with other stuff. So if you like all that other stuff, then you can make a decent meal out of it. Like give me some lettuce, tomatoes, some onions, some oil and vinegar, salt, pepper, some banana peppers, and all this and that. And they'll put cheese on it, and then they'll wrap it up. So it basically, I call them salad sandwiches. There was only one piece of meat on it, but for $1, and spice ham got a more bolder flavor to me than a lot of hams. So for $1, trust me, you couldn't beat it. And it was called a poor man, and they had them in my town. Everywhere in the South got spice ham. Yeah, it be a little hard to find them up here. No, it ain't. Spam ain't like spice ham. Nope, I ain't gonna let you do spice ham like that. No, it is. Nope. Treat meat is a cheaper spam. Okay. So that's what treat. Oh, I thought he was said spice ham is like spam. Look, spam, spice ham, spam, jack mackerel. So I ain't never had jack mackerel. I used to wonder. I'd be seeing jack mackerel all the time. I'd be like, "What's the difference?" I never had jack mackerel. I always had I had the pink salmon in the can. Nah, I ain't never eat no pig feet. Wish it was real meat on that. Yeah, it was a weird. Wish it was some meat on it. Yeah, but for $1, was still, bro. It was $1 though. You know what I'm saying? For $1 though, you couldn't complain about a poor man sub. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. Look, I don't care if you what your situation is. You can panhandle $1 within a day and get you a poor man sub. You could panhandle $1. I don't care how bad. If you was outside and down and out, you could panhandle $1. You know, as long as they got poor man subs, like I told you about that dude, about the guy that had the dollar breakfast in Daytona. As long as you got a dollar poor man sub, you'll never go hungry. I don't care if you got to scrape up $2 over the course of a day and go get you two poor man subs or something. Eat one in the morning and eat one at night. You won't start to guarantee you you'll survive out here. And your weight to stay down because it's going to be predominantly vegetable lettuce, tomatoes, peppers, pickles, onions, and everything else on it. I like Spanish pig feet. I need a Jamaican version. I don't know. I'm just scared of pig feet, man. I don't like the way they be looking in that jar. That jar of pig feet in the bodega, they be looking treacherous. Be having skin hanging out. I don't like how they look. I'm too scared to try it. $1 holla. Yeah, you do. You do. It might be. That's what I was just saying. It got a bolder flavor, that spice ham. They might only put one piece of meat on each half of the sandwich, but you can taste that piece of meat. As long as you can taste it, you don't, really think nothing of it. It's $1. Oh yeah, Jamaican patty. They big on them up here too in the Northeast. Yeah, empanadas. Do you know? See, you got to come, Mona. You got to come to the East Coast. This is my first friends was Puerto Ricans and everything else. Like I told you about the Spanish place they used to send me to the store for the burrito. That was a Puerto Rican, La Ponceña. It's still there. That was a Puerto Rican place. I'm about to start moving around and doing stuff for the Chef Fo channel, so y'all gonna see all these places, or everything I've been telling y'all about. I'm gonna be taking y'all to them. La Ponceña, yeah, yep, all that. I've been having empanadas and all this stuff. I probably bought maybe 40 to 50 poor man in my days. I stepped it up, pastrami and everything. That's what my mother liked. She loved pastrami. Never had liverwurst. I told you I got Puerto Rican in me from. Oh, okay. But I don't like real spicy food. What you mean by spicy? Hot, or you mean a lot of spices, different spices? Because some people say, like for example, a lot of times when you hear white folks say spicy, they mean either hot or they mean just got a lot of different spices in it. Like I don't mind spicy food as long as it's not overpowering. A lot of people, I don't understand how they eat spicy food because, like, to me, I ain't gonna lie, Indian food is too spicy. Um, it overpowers. It's so hot to the. Some people overdo jerk. Like jerk, it's best when they lightly season it or lightly brush it. Or some people overdo it. You get jerk chicken. It's all this caked up sauce on the top of that jerk on the top. It's overpowering. It's to the point where you just get heat, but you don't taste the actual meat or whatever it's on. You just get the heat from it, and that's what I don't like. I don't like nothing that overpowered nothing. So I don't mind a little spice, but if it's too hot, and that's how I feel. Like I had the tandoori Indian, what's that tandoori chicken? And I was like, bro, this is pure heat. All I'm getting is heat. Like I'm not. I don't even taste the meat. I probably taste the meat the first bite. Pause. I taste the meat, and then after that, it's just heat. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. And then that's why I feel like some people be doing with that jerk. They be overdoing that jerk. That jerk. You know, and that's when it's too much of it. It tastes funny. It tastes nasty to me. Black people know how to survive. I told you the story of a big turtle showing up in a neighborhood and fed my. Oh yeah, you ate turtle soup. Y'all had some turtle soup. I ain't never had no turtle, bro. Just Do Boxing. What's up in the building? Y'all go subscribe to Just Do if you haven't done so already. Yeah, I like jerk chicken, but I just recently had some jerk chicken rasta pasta. It had so much jerking because when I make rasta pasta, I put a little jerk seasoning in it, but I put just enough. But man, the people I had that jerk chicken rasta pasta, I was like, yo, what? Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all killed. Like, that's all I taste is jerk. I don't taste nothing else but jerk. What's the point? Yeah, I might as well just get a jar of jerk sauce and eat it with, get a spoon and eat it out the jar. Shit. And they getting crazy. You know when something getting popular and something is trendy. Like you remember what they did with the truffle this year, and they still doing it every year with the pumpkin spice. This year, 2025, they've been going crazy with pickle. I don't know if y'all been noticing, but in the grocery store, every pickle, Cheetos, pickle tater chips, pickle Ruffles, pickle this, pickle. They going crazy with pickles. They going crazy with jerk too. They put jerk macaroni and cheese, jerk salad, jerk this, jerk that. Like, why y'all jerking everything? Nah, for real, bro. I don't be feeling that. You might as well eat the damn shit out the jar, you know? For real. They be going in on a jerk, man. Somebody else had made me some damn jerk chicken. Some Jamaican place. I think it was in Plainfield, New Jersey. Bro, I opened up that container, and I'm talking about you couldn't even see the chicken. It was just coated with just like a sauce. I was taking the fork and I was like scraping it and holding the fork out the window because I was in the car and shaking it and knocking the sauce off it. It was like a saucy jerk. I was like, man, what is this? It was like a clump of I can't explain it. I'm like, yo, y'all wilding. Like, y'all can't eat that. I don't even want that. Ed, that turtle, you was still walking in the house. I ran in the house. Nah, some people, bro. Yo, I had somebody make it. Some Jamaicans, I have it. I had it. They know how to do it. Like I know a place. They be in the back grilling that jerk. They be in the back grilling that jerk chicken. I feel like a lot of these places be making it in the oven, but it was a place I know. They be in the back grilling it, and they just be this dude I seen. He be having a brushing the jerk chicken, and it be perfect. It don't be overbearing. I'm like, okay, good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the place I like to get jerk chicken from. I don't like Some of these people, the way they make it. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're right, just do. I just like a hint. I just don't kill me with it. Just, you know, put a little love, just tap dance on it. You know what I'm saying? Brush it real quick. Little light brush. You ain't gotta go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Some people like that though. Some people be liking that. Hotter the better. I'm like, you can't even taste the food. You taste the heat. Yeah, any trends, right? Overdo any trends. Yeah, yeah. That's all I was just telling somebody. I'm like, this pickle thing, they going crazy with these pickles this year. Be sweating. Right, be sweating after the first bite. Yeah, word as well. You eat so that's how you know when something for real hot. Man, when I went to Virginia Beach in 2021, they had a New Orleans restaurant down there. I forgot what it was called, but I went to it and I sat down. And I had a bowl of chicken and sausage gumbo, and I had the nerve to get me a drink with it, and the drink had like 3 different types of rum in it. So I went in there, I sat down, and I remember it was this pretty girl. I wanted an excuse to talk to her, so I was trying to ask her what like places to go out around there or whatever. But the problem is, like, I had ate a couple spoons of the gumbo, and I'm like, damn. So I had to drink and a cup of water. So I took a sip of the water, and I called a girl, and she was just mad, long winded when I asked her. But I remember while I'm asking her, I'm just starting to perspirate. I'm just starting to sweat. I'm like, damn, there's some hot gumbo, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm just trying to like end the conversation because she really didn't have to talk that long. But I'm folding up the napkin, dabbing my forehead. She just like, yes, yes. So if you do, I must have wiped my forehead like 40 times. Like, damn, this gumbo hot. Like. That was some hot ass gumbo, bro. It was good, but it was hot. It was like right on the threshold of being too hot. You know what I'm saying? But it was hot enough. That's how you know when some shit be hot, when you start sweating. Watermelon and salt, never had it. Barbecue sauce on my jerk chicken. I don't think I never had that too. Yeah. If I gotta sweat, well, I don't want it. Right? That's crazy. Yeah, that damn gumbo had me sweating, boy. Nah, the point is, I wasn't even drinking a drink yet. I remember I was thinking like, damn, like I remember when I got up out of there, like how you might be hungry and you eat a meal and then you feel satisfied. Like I felt like wore out like when I left out of that joint. Like I was going back to the car because I remember I was supposed to do some exploring. I was like, man, let me just go back to the room for a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? Like I was sweat. I had been sweating. I felt like I was like, how you exercise and you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I need some damn Powerade right now. Whatever. I just sweated like I just damn ran a marathon. You know what I'm saying? Feeling weak. Yeah, man, that stuff ain't hot to them people. That's why some food, Indian food, I'm good. I don't want no Indian food. I tried it, and I like their ice cream though. I like their ice cream. It ain't as sweet as American ice cream. Heat makes the alcohol get into your bloodstream. Yeah, exactly, because then I started to. That's the part I left out. When I start to drink the drink, it had like I was like, man, because I was getting a buzz and I was getting even hotter and sweat the whole time I was sitting there. And then they was looking at me. I seen them looking because I was sitting up at the bar. I seen them looking. You know what I'm saying? I was just wiping. Bro, I'm talking. I was sweating, bro. I was like, man, it was the gumbo. And then I remember looking at the menu like, why I'm sweating. And the drink, I bought it just based off of how it looked inside the menu. It looked like refreshing and magically delicious. So I said, let me get one of these right here. I didn't even read it like that. Man, that joint had like 3 different rums in it and all this and that. Man, I'm sitting in there sweating. I'm like, man, and the AC was on. Yeah. Oh no, hot stuff. Period is good for your heart. It's good for your body. Period. Hot food, good for you. I just can't do it though, man. That's one health benefit. I ain't gonna be taking advantage of that. It just gonna have to be good, but I will never know to what extent. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got time for that shit, man. I'm serious. Those people sweating and locked them in that room, sweating, drunk, and high. A separate plate when I was over for dinner. Yeah, man, I've been hearing that the African food being hot is like the stuff of legend to me. I remember an African friend I had. He lived like when I was growing up. Um, I went to his house and then he was like trying to offer me food and stuff. And he was like, "You want some of this?" And he would like open the refrigerator. You know how they had it like the Africans, they be having like the chicken and they have like red sauce on it. I don't know what kind of sauce that it be, but they put it on certain stuff. So he was just going through stuff, but I just remember hearing that the food was hot, so I just like turned everything down. And I remember we ended up eating some cup of noodles. You know what I'm saying? And his dad, you know what I'm saying? I remember his dad, you know what I'm saying? Peace to him, but I remember his dad coming in the kitchen like Chuck, he putting, you want let me show you guys a trick. Cause we was making them cup of noodles. Um And he gonna come in there. I'm like, man, you know, I should have known. You can't teach no damn Black American nothing about no cup of noodles. He gonna tell us to put a slice of cheese over the top of. I'm like, man, everybody know that. I ain't say that, but I'm like, man, that ain't no news. Hey, you must have just discovered these. We done these all kind of where people in jail put crunching up Cheetos in it and everything else. Yeah, he gonna to put a piece of cheese over the top of the noodles. Yeah, just do. I was on her Tuesday. That shit. Moni asking me what a poor man was. They don't got him down there where she from. I said a poor man. You don't know about them. You don't know nothing about no poor man. Starve how? How you gonna starve back then? How you gonna starve in the '90s? Yo, they had this damn place in my town. They still got it, but I don't mess with them no more because they done got kind of sketchy. But they had this damn place called Pick and Chicken, a little northern style chicken shack. One of the best chicken places. They had these damn potato logs. The potato logs used to be so damn good at this place back in the day. If Just Do on here, I know he know Pick and Chicken. Because I think you grew up on Remsen Avenue at one point before you moved on 27 Just Do. So I know you know. Because I was on Saddam Street. I know Pick and Chicken. And you get these was big ass. I don't know where they was getting the potatoes from. The potatoes had some size to them, and they was potato laws, and you get 10 of them joints for $1. They was basically 10 cents a piece. If you had $1, that them joints would fill up a whole chicken box. You ain't even need no meat, and they were seasoned expertly. Stuff was a lot cheaper back in the day. I know I'm old. I'm calling the '90s back in the day. The jailhouse one's better. Best player. What up? Chocho and Quan is live. Y'all be watching Chocho and Quan? Put a one in the chat if you watch Chocho and Quan. Chocho and Quan is that there's like an uncle. It's like an uncle and a nephew, and they had one video, and the uncle was like, "Close my mother effing refrigerator. Close my mother effing refrigerator." He just had it open. Close my mother effing refrigerator. You get madder and madder. I know y'all saw that. Close my mother effing refrigerator. Close my mother effing refrigerator. I know you've seen it before. You had to see it. He told me, man, you gotta. He had so many packs of butter and Arizona iced teas and everything. I said he must got a Sam's Club or either he be couponing or something. I'm like, why you got all these packs of butter? Why you got like 100 packs of butter in here? That imperial butter. Close my motherfucking refrigerator. Yeah, I remember we was kids, bro. I remember Napoleon. That motherfucker used to be stingy with stuff, bro. Like he used to go get these little 1 liter jugs of fruit punch. That was some good ass fruit punch. How old is what movie? I'm talking about Chocho and Quan. That's a YouTube channel. That's a YouTube channel and Instagram and everything. What? But anyway, they had these 1 liters of fruit punch or whatever. And that fruit punch used to be real good. He used to be coming home and sometimes he'd put garlic in it and drink it. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, what up? So one time I said, let me get some of this. Just he bought one in there. It was looking too cold and refreshing in the refrigerator. I said, let me get some of this. No. I'm like, man, yeah. So he leave. I said, I got something for this motherfucker. I'm gonna put all kind of seasoning in this one. I'm gonna season this motherfucker up. But I was stupid because I put black pepper in it. Man, I put salt in there, garlic powder, and black pepper. So I shook it up. I was shaking it. So I knew he was going to figure it out because I realized I made a mistake once I put the black pepper. So I kept, even before he came, I kept going and looking. And I said, the garlic powder, I'm smelling the garlic powder in it. He do that anyway. So I would just put extra garlic in it. So I'm smelling it. I'm like, man, it smells extra strong. Because I remember one day, I didn't know he was putting garlic in it. I don't know. I think it's something that helps you lose weight or something. But I went and I drunk some. I was a kid, and he got me because I didn't know he was putting it in there. And I was like, oh, what's in here? And it tasted like garlic. So I put, I went and then I kept checking. I'm like, man, he gonna see this black pepper. So he came home and I was sitting in the living room. It might have been just me there or something. And I was like watching the TV. So I know when he come in, he going straight to the refrigerator. I'm sitting there watching the thing. So I'm saying in my head, like, whatever you do, don't laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there and that motherfucker walk up to the refrigerator and get the jug out of fruit punch or whatever. So I can't control myself. It's a good thing I was watching something funny. So I start giggling, and I'm acting like I'm laughing at the TV. I'm looking to the side, holding the remote. So I see the motherfucker, he get the jug and he open up the jug and he put it up by his face. And then I see him pause and he looking. So then he turn around and he turn his head and look at me. I'm still looking at the TV. You know how you see something through your peripheral, you know what I'm saying? So I keep watching, he looking back, he keep just looking in the jar. I guess he see the little granules of black purple. He's like Chef Fo said, he see them little granules of black purple floating around in the juice. You know what I'm saying? And you just keep looking and looking and looking. And man, I couldn't help it. I was laughing more and more and more and more and more. I bust out laughing. That motherfucker went off, bro, about that damn juice. I had garlic in there, salt, black pepper, everything. I had that motherfucker seasoned down. Phone died. I don't need to lose nothing else. I need some junk in the trunk. Baked macaroni and cheese. Mm-hmm. Give me the money. I'll make it. I was telling them about the time that I seasoned your fruit punch. Still, my grandma fresh squeezed orange juice and would put water back in it. Anything you want. Anything you want. Yeah, he used to have them damn half gallons of fruit punch. I think that's why, hey, Napoleon, why you used to put that garlic, and I remember you and Ronald used to do, why you used to put that garlic in that juice? Yep, I did that too. I put hot sauce in the girl's shoe. Yep. I put my sister, I filled her Sprite up with salt. She had went to McDonald's and she came home and she had the thing of Sprite and she went in the bathroom. I put a bunch of salt in there, stirred it up. Oh, I season the drink in a second. Well, as a child, I felt like she was being mean to me. So I said, "Oh, I got something for her." I probably was like 10. I think I was like 10 when I did that. I don't know. It was just something I did. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really think that she would notice it because it was winter time, and in winter time up here, sometimes the inside of your shoe, water can seep inside of your shoe somehow, some way if like snow get down in it. So I was thinking maybe she would experience some moisture and not think it was nothing but like from the snow, but I guess she tilted the shoe in the hot sauce. There was enough of it in there to where it came running down. When I lived with my brother, we stole food from each other, and as soon as someone opened fridge, we yelled, "Gotcha!" Ash, I got him. I gotcha. That's funny though. That is funny. I gotcha. Yeah, double tap on the screen, man. 18 on the likes. We try to get us a nice little 20 piece before we get up out of here. Yeah, what everybody up to? Oh, ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing like being at work and like, oh, okay, I'm gonna eat this when I get home. You mess around and come home and it's gone. I would be thinking of something. I don't know. Man, I gotta watch. I gotta catch up on Netflix. There's so much stuff I gotta watch on Netflix. It ain't even funny. I'm paying for Netflix and Hulu for nothing. Got him. Sinners. Who in that? Who in Sinners? Oh yeah. Sinner. Okay, I never seen that. Man, I be slipping. Man, I told you I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. I watch YouTube. That's all I watch, man. I'm telling you. I got movies that I ain't even open yet. You remember that movie Get Out? I still got that movie right next to me, basically, and a whole bunch of DVDs. I got a whole bunch of DVDs that I've been having for years that I never opened, and Get Out is one of them. I've been having it. I don't know how many years I had that joint. I watch OG. Oh, you watch OG cartoon? What you mean by OG cartoons? Well, it's already October. Any of y'all got plans for Thanksgiving? What y'all doing? Same old same? From the 90s on up, huh? Hey, I ain't gonna even say nothing. I was about to say something, but I don't want nobody to try to act like I'm starting no trouble. Man. I guess I'm gonna be messaging some of y'all about what I'm talking about. Man, these motherfuckers is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. No plans to fam all over the place. That's what it is. That's how it is with me. My family all spread out anyway. Everybody spread out. Double tap on the screen if you didn't do so already. So I guess we all just gonna be in the cut chilling, eating the stuff we eat every year. Probably watch the game. And getting extra. Yo, I know people like that on Thanksgiving. They don't never. They just like, like get like they plate hunters. You know what I'm Listen, oh man, that's unfortunate. Nah, ain't nobody bring you. You mentioned bring me a plate. I know you. They're like, okay. Yeah, do be some plate hunters. Some plate hunters. They show up. They have 4 and 5 plates. This ain't probably something. So it's gonna be some. That's enough as it. But it's gonna be some turkey wings, ham, greens, dressing, deviled eggs. Might be some macaroni and cheese too. That's it. We gonna cut the deck right there. That's enough as is. Probably some potato salad too. I'm mixing potato salad. Yep. This the cookings. Everybody in here cook. Where it's a couple people in here. We're Miss Louisiana and Dread. I wonder what the hell they cooking. It's hard, man. You gotta can't gotta cook small. You know what I'm saying? Bring all of that. A minute and 58 seconds. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Double tap on the screen if you didn't do so already. Had us a nice little quick live. I started off talking about the verses. No limit cash money. I'm gonna be going. I'm gonna go live tomorrow too. Y'all look out for me. I'm gonna go live on Chef 4. What it? Oh, the things I do with food. Okay, well we 2 hours in. Moni, Monica, OG Digital, Napoleon, Granny, Best Player, Yaya, OG Digital. Yep. To all who stood in the bushes, I guess I appreciate y'all too. Cause that's all you're gonna motherfucking do. Stand in the bushes. Just Do. Appreciate you. Salute to Just Do Boxing. Go check him out. And I think that's all who showed their faces, spoke up. All the real ninjas and ninjettes. SFA, Surviving Fillmore Africa. Stop through. Miss Janice. Miss Janice came through. Salute to Miss Janice. Yes, sir. Yeah, everyone make sure they sub the Chef O channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all. Double tap on the screen if you didn't do so already. Big IV, Big 4 by the people for the people. I'm getting ready to get up out of here and hit the YouTube streets my own self and see what's going on. And other than that, I'm pretty much done for the night. I might go. I'm gonna go live tomorrow. If you see me tonight, somebody done got a line. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get up out of here though, man. Appreciate y'all. Later.